ओम श्री परमात्मने नमः।
ओम श्री परमात्मने नमः।
नमस्ते ईशान।
नमस्ते कुलदीप मम्मू।
कर्मयोग। Bhagavan has been telling us what we should do as a sadhaka in order to attain the highest. Various things he has been telling us. Today also he is going to tell us what to do. Karma yoga is all about doing, right?
Yes.
But doing how? How doing? Without?
Attachment.
Yeah. So let us straight away get into the chanting part. You are ready?
Oh, yes, Mammu.
You yourself are confused between okay and yes, right?
Yes.
Okay. 19th and 20th shloka. Tasmadasaktas satatam
तस्मादसक्तः सततं
karyam karma samachara
कार्यं कर्म समाचर
asakto hyacharan karma
असक्तो ह्याचरन् कर्म
paramapnoti purushah.
परमाप्नोति पूरुषः.
Once again. Tasmadasaktas satatam
तस्मादसक्तः सततं
karyam karma samachara
कार्यं कर्म समाचर
asakto hyacharan karma
असक्तो ह्याचरन् कर्म
paramapnoti purushah.
परमाप्नोति पूरुषः.
पदच्छेदः तस्मात् असक्तः सततं कार्यं कर्म समाचर असक्तः हि आचरन् कर्म ह्याचरन् कर्म असक्तो ह्याचरन् कर्म असक्तः हि आचरन् कर्म परम् आप्नोति पूरुषः. पूरुषः. Now 20th shloka. कर्मणैव हि संसिद्धिम्
कर्मणैव हि संसिद्धिम्
आस्थिता जनकादयः
आस्थिता जनकादयः
लोकसङ्ग्रहमेवापि
लोकसङ्ग्रहमेवापि
सम्पश्यन् कर्तुमर्हसि.
सम्पश्यन् कर्तुमर्हसि.
Once again. कर्मणैव हि संसिद्धिम्
कर्मणैव हि संसिद्धिम्
आस्थिता जनकादयः
आस्थिता जनकादयः
लोकसङ्ग्रहमेवापि
लोकसङ्ग्रहमेवापि
सम्पश्यन् कर्तुमर्हसि.
सम्पश्यन् कर्तुमर्हसि.
पदच्छेदः कर्मणा एव हि कर्मणैव हि संसिद्धिम् आस्थिताः जनक आदयः लोकसङ्ग्रहम् एव अपि सम्पश्यन् कर्तुम् अर्हसि. That is the padacheda. We are done, right? We are done with 2 shlokas for
Yes.
today. Yes. So, chanting together.
Yes, Mammu.
तस्मादसक्तः सततं कार्यं कर्म समाचर असक्तो ह्याचरन् कर्म परमाप्नोति पूरुषः कर्मणैव हि संसिद्धिम् आस्थिता जनकादयः लोकसङ्ग्रहमेवापि सम्पश्यन् कर्तुमर्हसि. Let us go through the meanings now. Tasmadasaktas satatam
कार्यं कर्म समाचर
asakto hyacharan karma
परमाप्नोति पूरुषः.
tasmat, therefore, tvam asaktaha satatam, without attachment, always karyam karma samachara, perform efficiently the action which is to be done, that is prescribed duty. He, because, this he means for or because. Asaktaha karma acharan purushaha paramapnoti. By performing action without attachment, man attains the supreme. Mamu will explain this as usual. Karmanaiva hi samsiddhim
आस्थिता जनकादयः
लोकसङ्ग्रहमेवापि
सम्पश्यन् कर्तुमर्हसि.
Janaka adayah, Janaka and others, karmana eva hi samsiddhim asthitah. They attained perfection. Perfection means siddhi. Verily through action alone. Janaka and others. Loka sangraham sampashyan eva api tvam kartum arhasi. See, even with a view of benefiting the welfare of the world, you should perform action. Bhagavan is saying all this to us, to Arjuna, and thus to
us.
Now, let us get into spiritual tidbits and explain this. Let us see what Bhagavan is saying. So, in the beginning of this chapter, Arjuna had asked Krishna, "O Keshava, why do you engage me in this terrible action? Mam ghore karmani kim niyojayasi?" Bhagavan has been answering this in various ways. He spoke about how we are made to act helplessly by the trigunas. What are trigunas? Tell me.
Sattva, Rajas, Tamas.
Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. It's by heart for you, right?
Yes.
Sattva guna.
Sattva guna, Rajo guna, Tamo guna.
Then, in the next few shlokas, Bhagavan scolded us. How did he scold us?
Vimudhatma mithyacharaha.
Vimudhatma mithyacharaha. See, all this you have by-hearted, I guess. Mamu is also scolding you by one of the names, right?
Yes.
Which one?
Vimudhatma.
You like it?
Yes.
You love it? Okay. Vimudhatma. See, better to scold like this. Because, see, Moodhamate, when Shankara says Moodhamate, if we are alert enough, it is good for us, no?
Yes.
That's why Mamu is scolding Vimudhatma. Okay. Then, Bhagavan spoke about doing karma as yajna. That was a major topic. Then he spoke about exceptions. He said, Jnanis are beyond karma. Now Bhagavan says, Arjuna, therefore, without attachment, in 19th shloka, Bhagavan is saying, without attachment, satatam, that is, always perform action efficiently. The action should be prescribed duty. Bhagavan uses the word asaktaha very often, repeatedly in Bhagavad Gita. Asaktaha means without attachment. Saktaha means?
With attachment.
So, attachment is the problem. With attachment, you lose the best in your life. Attached to the body, attached to the senses, attached to mundane things, sense objects. With all this attachment, when you perform karma, you just get those mundane pleasures That too for a short period of time. Then again the desire cycle continues. Tadapina munchati asha pindam. No?
Yes.
Man doesn't leave the bundle of his desires. Bhajagovindam says, right?
Yes.
He will never attain the highest. So, Bhagavan says, asaktaha, without attachment, do all your karmas.
Mammu, if a man is attached to his body, then how will he be contented in his self? If he is attached to his body, then it is like this, he is attached to his mind.
Okay.
If he is attached to his mind, the mind will control the jnanendriyas.
Okay.
And the jnanendriyas will say, I want this, I want that. And it will be a trouble for the karmendriyas.
Oh, then? So what are you trying to say? Attached to the body?
It is like attaching to the mind.
Attached to the body, that means you are attached to the mind. So basically the attachment, you are trying to say about attachment, right?
Yes.
Beautiful. So what should we do? Asaktaha.
Yes.
Without attachment you should do karma, right?
Yes.
Very good, very good, very good. Now Bhagavan says, samachara. Achara means perform. Samachara means perform efficiently, diligently, perfectly. Satatam. Now the thing is, always you have to do the karma this way, as karma yoga. Not that today you will do, tomorrow you won't do. You will say Sunday is a holiday, so I won't do my nitya karmas. What's that? Sun rises on Sunday too, right?
Yes.
Sunday. Sunday. There is no chutti for sun, right?
Yes.
Everything in nature happens every day, right?
Yes.
Sometimes we say, I'm not in a good mood. All these moods, you should throw it in a bin. What to do with this mood? You have to do your nitya karma. Whatever mood you are in, you have to do your karma. Many people have this vyadhi, arambha shuratva vyadhi. For the first 2 days, they will be enthusiastic. They will start everything. Then after 3rd day, gone. So, Bhagavan says, satatam. Now, karyam karma samachara. What type of action? Karyam karma. The action which should be done. That is, we already told, no? Prescribed duty. See, don't do what is not destined for you. As I always say, if Innu is destined to do Gita, Innu should concentrate on Gita alone. Rest everything should be of less importance. Okay?
Okay, Mammu.
In this process, what will happen? Asaktaha karma acharan purushaha paramapnoti. By performing action without attachment, man attains the supreme, the highest. What is this attaining supreme means? When we say this, we should understand that though this is a spiritual process, supreme is here, now, at this very moment. Bhagavan is here, now, at this very moment. It is not after some months or after a few years. He is here, now. Uninterrupted peace, continuous peace. That is what Bhagavan is. That is what this highest is. He is here. Okay?
Okay, Mammu.
You are in Bhagavan all the time, every moment. Now, in 20th shloka, Bhagavan is giving us example of Janaka Maharaja. You know who he is?
Yes.
Tell me.
Sita's father.
Sita's father. But he is representing the Janaka Maharajas. It is not about just one Janaka Maharaja. He is representing all the Raja Rishis. Okay, Mama will tell you about that. Bhagavan says, Janaka Maharaja attained the highest as a karma yogi. He was a ruler. He ruled his kingdom, giving up his personal sense of being the one who is doing the action. He was not disturbed by the happenings of the world. He was not attached to the material objects. At the same time, he did all that is to be done by a Raja. Janaka Raja is a perfect example for Arjuna too, because they both are Kshatriyas.
Yes.
And their duty is to protect everyone in the kingdom, right?
Yes.
Protect Dharma. Janaka Raja's kingdom was known as Videha. Okay? Janaka Raja was also known that way. Videha, who has given up the identification with the body. You already told, no? Giving up attachment to the body, to this Sharira. We are beyond that. We are this Atman. It is not this body. Okay? See, who is not even attached to his body. Videha. He has a name like that. He was also known as Raja Rishi, as he was a king and Rishi too at the same time. See, Bhagavan himself is giving example of Janaka Maharaja in Bhagavad Gita. See, Bhagavan is giving example of Janaka Maharaja.
Mamu, Ramayana came first or Bhagavad Gita came?
Bale. Okay. This question will arise naturally. Okay. Ramayana came first. Ramayana took place in Treta Yuga. Mahabharata took place in Dwapara Yuga. And Bhagavad Gita is part of Mahabharata, right?
Yes.
But at the same time, Srimad Bhagavad Gita is the essence of Veda Upanishad. And one thing you should keep in mind is, this is timeless. We should not bother about this period, that period. We should not take this as history, okay? Bhagavad Gita is valid all the time. All the time. Timeless it is, okay?
Okay, Mamu.
But nice question. Very good. Now, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa used to mention about Janaka Maharaja example. He said, Janaka Raja lived in this world after attaining knowledge. When you have gained it, you may live anywhere. Then nothing matters. Once you attain jnana, you can live anywhere. Shankara Bhagavatpada says this in Bhajagovindam. Yogaratova, Bhogaratova, Sangaratova, Sangavihinaha, Yasya Brahmani Ramate Chittam Nandati Nandati Nandatyeva. Let one revel in yoga or bhoga. Let one revel in company of others, or he is in solitude. But he whose mind revels in Brahman alone, he only enjoys the highest. Nandati, Nandati, Nandatyeva. See, King Janaka also had yoga and bhoga. Both. Therefore, he is called a Rajarshi. He was in the world, but at the same time, he was reveling in, Brahman continuously and was in the highest bliss all the time. So, Bhagavan says, Arjuna, even with a view of benefiting the welfare of the world, you should perform action like Janaka Maharaja. You tell me just one line about how these yogis will be, karma yogis will be.
Their face will be on anger. But
Why angry? Why anger?
if something happens, they will be always angry.
Okay.
But
That is one emotion. Okay.
But
Anger.
their Atman will be always on peace.
They are always in peace
Yes.
because they are in Atman.
Yes.
Atman means peace, Shanti,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But they will be angry for some reason, no?
Yes.
Because that's how Raja should be, no?
Yes.
Otherwise, what will happen? If someone comes and says, some major problem has happened, then if Raja says, okay, no issue. Then what will happen? Everyone will create some problem, right?
Yes.
So Raja has to be angry. At the same time, Janaka Maharaja was inside, he was reveling in
Peace.
peace, Atman. Good. So we are done with today's episode. You are happy?
Yes.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Stay blessed. As I always say, keep evolving with Bhagavad Gita. Uttama.